Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a wonderful cup of hot cocoa. Here are the things you're going to need. You're going to need some milk of your choice. It can be any kind, and it doesn't have to be chocolate. Some chili powder, sea salt, cocoa. I don't know the different types of cocoa or which one works best, but some marshmallows, preferably the normal or the small-sized ones for melting purposes, some brown sugar, and some chocolate. Chocolate chips or a bar of chocolate, doesn't matter. And water. Next, you're gonna pour in your milk, about the same amount as the amount of water that you have. And give that a stir. Now you're gonna bring this to about a high simmer. Don't let it boil. Chocolate burns. We don't want the chocolate to burn because then it will taste nasty. Now that it's at a simmer, we're gonna stir it around for a second. And we're gonna add the chocolate of your choice, about a 1/4 cup of this, depending on how much you're making. And stir that around. Preferably you want to stir as you're pouring it in so that the chocolate doesn't burn at the bottom. Again, because that tastes nasty. And yes, I know, my stirring style is about as consistent as my grades. But you're just gonna mix it around for a little while and try and get it all melted and incorporated into the liquid. Now we're going to add the brown sugar, again about a 1/4 of a cup. I'm using dark brown, but it doesn't really matter. Can you guess what I'm gonna tell you to do? That's right, stir it. Next we're gonna add the salt, and I'm adding about a teaspoon of this. Now we're gonna add the chili powder. This is about a 1/2 teaspoon, depending on how spicy you want it. With this measurement, you don't actually taste it, but it helps bring out the sweet. Time for cocoa powder. Once I actually get it open, I'm adding about a 1.5 to 2 teaspoons of this. I'm tasting it for the first time here just because I made this recipe a couple days ago with a few slight variations. Now I'm going to add a marshmallow. I have 2 marshmallows prepared, but that made it really sweet, so I recommend using only 1. If you have the big marshmallows like I do anyways. And just like with everything else in this recipe, you're gonna want to stir the heck out of these. They're gonna form a beautiful foam on the top and make the cocoa sweeter and thicker. This is pretty much the conclusion, so thank you so much for watching Single Serve Vegan. Even though the chocolate chips I used were not vegan, I don't live in a vegan household, and they do still need to be used, because otherwise that would be wasteful and disrespecting the cows that died to make the dairy that went into those. And yes, cows do die for dairy. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Have a wonderful day and enjoy your hot cocoa.